Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. So I'm back with my monthly update for my project pan, and this month was pretty good. I feel like March really flew by for me, and yeah, I didn't realize that I finished as many products as I did, so it definitely was a good month, and I'm always excited to share my update with you guys. I hope your plan is going well as well. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and hop right into my update. Alright, so like always, starting off with my two primers. I first have the NYX Pore Filler Primer. This has been lasting me quite a while because this is just, I believe, like a deluxe sample size. I don't know if they sell it in this specific size. Because it's a smaller bottle, I thought I wouldn't take that long to finish it, and I do think I'm almost done with it. Maybe like another 2 months or so, but I thought I would just be done with this a little bit quicker. Obviously, it's a little harder to show you where I'm at, but I am really squeezing the bottle to get the product out, so that's when you know you are almost finished with the product. So that's where I'm at. I think a couple more months and I'll be done, but for a little sample size, like, I think it's pretty good, and the product is really nice as well. So that's just a little update on my NYX primer. And then on my Pixi priming oil, I used a fair amount this month. I think I'm going at more of a steadier pace recently. I think in the beginning my updates were like so drastic, but I learned with this priming oil, a little does go a long way. I use like about 2 drops, one on each cheek, and that can just go all over. The update is fairly okay, and I would say I'm well over like halfway done with this primer. For my foundation, the Urban Decay All Nighter, the progress I feel like is going to be still quite steady. I think every month I use pretty much a similar amount, so I think the update's always going to be quite similar, although I do want to kind of put a speed on this a little bit more, just because I don't know, when I apply this foundation these days, I feel like it just doesn't feel right. Like, I absolutely love this foundation, and these days I just feel like it's not giving it to me. So I do think the formula maybe is going bad, because I have had this for a while, and that's a good thing. Like, this is why I do Project Pan, is because certain things in my collection, like if I don't really focus on the products, they are gonna go bad. And of course, like, I have a really big collection, so things are gonna go bad, but I want to try my best and use what I can when I can, so I can, you know, minimize all of that waste. And then for my loose powder, I did finish up my Colourpop No Filter powder. I think in my last update I said it was gonna take me like another 3 days and I'll be done because I have such little left, but in reality it didn't take me like 3 days. It took me about like a week and a half to finish the remaining product, but I'm all done now. And then I did switch in my new powder that I got recently. This one's from It Cosmetics. It's their Bye Bye Pores Flawless Finish Airbrush Powder, and I just started using this one probably last week-ish. I was looking at the grams, and it seems like the Colourpop one actually had more. Colourpop one has 8.5 grams, and then the It Cosmetics has 6.8. I think this is a mini version though, so yeah, I think I'm gonna go through this one pretty quickly as well. But I did finish up my loose powder, which is always great because this is the old packaging. It's pretty old, so I'm glad I did get to finish this one. And then for my pressed powder from Bite Beauty, the Changemaker, I feel like I haven't been really making good progress on this, even though I literally wear this every day to set my face in. I just feel like I've been at the same spot for a really long time. Like, I don't know when I'm gonna finish this, but I think with a lot of products, what I notice, if you use it like almost every day, for the most part they will last you about a year, and I think I've had this for almost a year now. I guess I'm still going strong, but I just feel like I'm kind of stuck with this product. But maybe I'm not, because I only see my progress from before when I go into editing. Then I'm like, wait, no, I'm actually making really good progress. It's just, I guess I don't see it, so I don't know it. But once I see the progress, I'm like, okay, Judy, you're doing fine. Another product I completely finished was my setting spray from Pixi Beauty. It's the Glow Mist. Absolutely love this, although towards the end, it was, I don't know, I just didn't love it as much towards the end. I don't know if it was the nozzle, but nonetheless, I finished it and it was still a good setting spray. I am going to be using a new one now. This one is from It Cosmetics as well. I just did a little video for Adore Beauty, which is kind of like a Sephora. They carry a lot of brands and they carry It Cosmetics, and I got a lot of products from It Cosmetics. So yeah, I'm going to be adding this one in, but I'm not going to be adding it to the plan. I'm just going to be using this off screen, just tracking it normally. But yeah, this one is all done. I think this took me about like half a year maybe, so yeah, not too bad. Now onto brows. I actually finished another product, which is my brow pencil. This one really did not last me long. I think it was in the plan for about two months, 2 to 3-ish months, which typically a brow pencil would last me a little bit longer than that. So this one went out really quickly. It did snap, so that's one thing, but I think there's just not a lot of product in here. This one's from Bold Face Beauty. It's their Slim Gliding Eyebrow Pencil. I was using the shade B10 and I finished that completely. And they actually like sent me a whole like PR package of their lashes and brow pencils. Anyway, I have a lot of brow pencils from them, so that's why I added another one in. This one is B9, so just a shade lighter than the one I was using. And actually I am pretty much almost done with this as well. Like if you see it, there's just a little teeny tiny bit left, so I think within this month I'm also gonna be finishing this one as well. And I still have more of these. Like they sent me a lot of shades, and because I just use this to kind of get the shape of my brows and then go with my brow powder, I can kind of get away with like certain colors with brow pencils. So I think after B9 I'll probably move into like B8 or B11. Yeah, I have a few of these. I did give like a lot away to my friends and family, but yeah, they just sent me like their whole shade range with their brows. So I'm going through these slowly, but they don't have that much product in, so I feel like one brow pencil lasts me about like 2 months, and compared to like my NYX micro brow pencil, I would say that lasts me about like half a year, I would say. And then onto my brow powder. I've been working kind of hard on this one, to be honest. The middle shade is the shade that I use the most, and I've been kind of like attacking that outer edge because I want to like reach the wall of the pan. I've been really digging my brush in that area, and as you can see, like I'm just trailing my way to the edge of the pan. And then the little pan in the darkest shade I feel like definitely has gone a little bit bigger from last month, but definitely the most pan we see is that little trail that I'm working on. So hopefully by next month we can see the pan against the wall. So that would be my goal for next month. And then for my eyeshadow palette, the Natasha Denona Mini Biba. I still have been really enjoying this in my plan. I keep it in my top drawer. It's just like kind of my go-to palette because it really does have everything I need. And I can see that the pans definitely have a little bit more indents in it. I wouldn't say there's anything too crazy because again, I did add this in as a brand new palette. It wasn't an old palette. Like as soon as I got it, I added it in straight away. So we're not gonna see any like dents or anything, but I think I'm doing pretty well considering every time I do film I'm not using this palette because I'm reviewing something else, for example like today, but when I can I'll use it, and I think for what it is I'm doing fairly good, so I'm not too like bummed out about that or anything. And I think my like ultimate end goal for this is maybe to just create one pan in this palette, and then maybe I can move on to the next palette or something. I don't know, I just want to give all of my makeup a bit of love, and because this one's a little bit newer, I thought let's show it love right off the bat. And then onto my cheek products. My loving Kaleidos Charisma Contour Palette. You guys know I've had this one for ages, but really that contour shade, I think I made a lot of progress on this one as well because we only really have like the framing of the pan left, and that's not going to last long at all. I have been using this mixed in with my bronzer as well just to sort of speed up the process, because I think once I finish that contour shade, it's gonna be so like almost like fulfilling and satisfying seeing this whole contour palette like gone. I don't think I've ever finished a palette, like whether it be eyeshadow or like a contour palette, a blush palette, like whatever it is, I've never finished a palette. Like, and this would be my first one. Like I know it's coming soon. But then onto my blush, I've also, I feel like, made really great progress on this as well. I actually used this quite a lot this past month as well, and the like logo of the Too Faced, like you can barely see it. Like the little bunnies that were imprinted on it is almost gone as well. Like in person you can barely see it. It's just really the outer rim. And yeah, I have been loving this, still using it all the time. Not today because filming another video, but you know, it's my go-to blush. As for my highlighter from Dose of Colors in the shade Fuego, I personally feel like when I look at the pan, it has gotten bigger because I've also been focusing my brush towards the outer edges, so that way we can make our way and make bigger pan. So I feel like there has been a bit of progress, but maybe when I go back and look at last month's update, it kind of looks the same. I don't know. I'm putting it on the screen right now, but to me, I feel like there is gonna be a big indent. I don't think I really used any other highlighter this month because I don't think I was testing anything else. So almost every single look I've done, I was wearing Fuego. I was really like committed to just using this because yeah, I don't think I used any other highlighters this month. I was really just focused on Fuego, so I'm hoping that we can see a bit of difference. And lastly, onto my lip products, I have my Just a Tint lip crayon in the shade Peach Surprise from Colourpop. This is a mini as well, and I kind of just want to go through all of like these kind of products because they're a really great everyday product that I can go through because I use them as a lip color when I do a full glam, but I also can use it as like a tinted lip balm. And as you can see, this is pretty much all I have left. Like this is rolled to the top, so there's really not that much. You can see there is a strong slant. We're getting there, but I'm not gonna say like the progress is that great, but still using that on the daily. And then for my Luxe lip oil in the shade Hot Shot, I believe last month I said I was going to like do my product surgery, depot this and get all the product out, but instead I decided to just take the stopper out and still keep the wand, and I still can scoop the product inside. So looking at it, there really isn't that much left. I'm gonna give myself like towards the end of this month. So in April, hopefully by the next update, this one will be gone, and then I can add in my next Luxe lip oil. I feel like the first lip oil I finished was really quick, but yeah, still working on this one. But yeah, instead of like just taking out and depotting it into another container, I thought taking the stopper out would be fine, and that way I still could use the applicator. That is where I'm at with this. So to just wrap up and conclude my update for March, I finished up 3 products, which was my setting spray, my loose powder, and then eyebrow pencils. So 3 products, like pretty good. Like I'm quite happy with that. Predictions for the next month, I don't think we will finish anything. I think I'm gonna be, it kind of works like that, like you have like really good months where you finish so many things, and then you have months where you're just like making progress and nothing is really panning, nothing is really finishing. So I think yeah, in April we're gonna kind of go through more of a dry season, you could say, where I don't think I'm gonna really finish anything other than like the brow pencil and maybe my NYX primer, but other than that I think we're gonna be kind of stationary for a little bit. But that's fine because that is part of the process. That is the part of Project Pan. I would love to know how you guys are getting along in your plan. Did you guys finish up some things, or are you at that stage of just like process of panning? Let me know. I would love to know. I think it's always encouraging. I love this little community of the Project Panners. Like it's so fun and very satisfying. So yeah, thank you so much for watching as always. I love you so much, and I'll go ahead and see you guys in my next video. Bye!